Good evening, universe. Tonight I'm going to be talking about my writing this year, what I have accomplished so far, and what I am hoping to accomplish by the end of the year. So at the beginning of this year, I made a little video where I talked about my goals. So I wanted to do kind of a little update on where I am with those goals. And I am realizing at this moment that I did not watch that video again in preparation for making this video. But the main goal that I had in mind at the time was to draft something this year, to do one rough draft of one project. So that's going to be the main thing that I respond to here. And also I'm going to show you guys some of my notebook collection because they're fun and I thought it would be fun. But to start with, my writing goals. So like I said, my goal was to draft at least one project this year, do one complete draft, which seemed so possible in January. Now that we are near the end of July, it's feeling a little bit less possible. And instead of dialing that goal back in accordance with the amount of possibility that I feel, I've instead decided to ramp it up to hopefully getting 2 drafts done this year. So the first one I am in the middle of working on already. I'm about 24,000 words in, and I'm definitely enjoying it so far. It has definitely taken some turns that I didn't expect. I meant for it to be a very lighthearted, cute type of story, like a fantasy, comfy type thing, and there are definitely still elements of that in the draft so far, but there have definitely been some darker pivots that I wasn't really expecting that have kind of come out of it, but I'm probably going to keep them anyway. So I am having a good time with the draft. This is about the point where I get excited about something else and abandon the thing that I'm working on, which is the main reason why I haven't finished anything else in several years. So this time my goal is to just really stick with this and keep working on it. But my actual secret goal underneath that is to finish this by the end of October. And the reason for that is that in November, there is NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. And every year I attempt it and I will be attempting it once again. I haven't succeeded yet since I started it, which I think was in 2014, but that's okay. Maybe this will be my year. So I have a different project lined up for that. So ideally I will finish this one so that when I get started again in November with the new one, I won't be abandoning this one. Because I fear that if I'm like partway through and I don't finish it and then I work on something else, that I'll never go back and finish it. And I don't want to do that. So the goal is to get it completed by then. It's late July now, which means I basically have, at the time of filming, I have like 1 week before August. And then we've got August, September, October, 3 months. So 3 months to finish writing this draft. I think it's probably going to be about 80,000 words total. So that leaves me with 56,000. Yes, okay, so about 56,000 words over the course of 3 months, which means that each month, why did I set myself up for this? Each month I have to write about 19,000, a little bit less than 19,000 words per month. So 19,000 is going to be the goal, which now that I say that out loud sounds a lot more intimidating than what I thought. I thought it would sound less intimidating. It does not. But that's okay, because I am still optimistic. I am going to work really hard and hopefully get both of these drafts done. So I gave you kind of an idea of what the current draft that I'm working on is. The next thing that I'm going to be doing, the one for Nano, I don't want to give too much away of any of my stories. I like to keep them pretty close to my heart before I write them. I've heard that that can help with progress and excitement, because if you tell people, then you get some of the like endorphins of having told the story, but you want to like save those, your like motivation endorphins, so that you get them after you actually tell it. I don't know if that's actually true, but I heard it, so that's what I'm going to do. But also the summary of the thing that I'm going to be writing in November. So it's going to be a spooky, ghostly middle grade story about a series of siblings who there's a haunted place. I have a really cool name for it that I'm super excited about, and I can't wait to get started. As usual, I am already like getting distracted by the thought of doing that instead of working on what I'm currently working on. But I'm not going to let my excitement stop me, especially because I am really certain that I don't want to start the book until November 1st so that I can really step into that NaNoWriMo brain. I have a lot of other projects that I eventually want to work on, but I am really trying to narrow my focus to just the one that I'm working on at the time so that I can actually get them done. So that's where we're at with writing so far this year. Not as far along as I would like to be, but that's, I think, just the nature of writing a lot of the time. Hopefully the latter half of the year will go well. And now I'm going to show you my notebook collection. So this is just a basic little moleskin. I don't know what the front of a notebook looks like. So here is my just cute little on-the-go guy. It's one of my favorite colors. I love dark green and also a lot of other colors because, once again, favorites are not my thing. Next up, we have this cute little... Oh, I got that for Christmas. My wife kindly gave it to me. So this one, I've had a lot of these for like years and years. This one I got from an anime convention a long time ago. As you can see, I spilled something on it. That is not a part of the design of the notebook. It is probably coffee, just as a general rule. I'm always within spilling distance of a coffee. But I like this one. The binding is really like interesting. So I'm showing you the ones that I've already started writing in first. This is what my handwriting looks like, by the way. It's a nightmare to transcribe this. Another one from Anime Convention Land. Just a little gold, interesting, upcycled. It's held together by thread. This is not my favorite, but it is fun to have. And when I was looking through this, I found a lot of helpful notes. So that was exciting to discover for a project that I tried writing years ago and did not complete. And that is one that I still hope to complete eventually. So that's cool to have. Most of the rest of these are just going to be like Barnes & Noble notebooks. A lot of them are probably going to be recognizable to those of you who shop in Barnes & Noble. Like this guy. It's got those constellations. I love space. You're going to notice a pretty consistent aesthetic. I like dark colors a lot. This one is basically almost full with previous drafts of things. This is my commonplace book. So this is just where I write quotes that I really enjoy from whatever I happen to be reading at the time so that I can go back through, remember those notes. And I like having just a dedicated little notebook to that. I usually separate my notebooks by projects, whereas I used to just kind of write everything randomly, and it was terrible for organization. This one is so pretty. I don't know how well you can see it, but I love it. This one is actually a sketchbook, but look at the little succulents on it. It's so cute, the happy little guys. I'm still probably going to write in it as if it were a notebook. I don't like it when things are unlined, but the little guys were so cute that I had to get it anyway. I'm not that great at drawing. I do like to doodle. I'll doodle little anime faces when I'm writing and I get stuck, but I don't generally use sketchbooks just for sketching. And then we have this dragon. This is another one that I found at Barnes & Noble. And this one I have a very particular story in mind, but I haven't started. Oh, I have the first couple of pages. Oh, this is useful information. I have attempted to write this story before. This is another one that I have started and then stopped because this one requires a lot of world building and I really just didn't feel up for it. This one's on the back burner, but I'm excited to eventually use it. Can you tell what's going to be in the story? You have one guess. I told you, I like space. That wasn't in frame. That's okay. Here, space. But it's all violety and beautiful and shiny. I haven't started in this one at all. Don't know what I'm going to write in it with, but it was just so pretty. The aesthetic continues. Oh no, my camera's out of focus because I've been showing it things. Okay, well that's fine. These ones were given to me by my mother-in-law. She gave them to me and my wife, but my wife doesn't use notebooks as much as I do. She usually uses sketchbooks more or computer more. So I stole hers and now it's mine. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry for this in-between where it's all terribly out of focus. Here's another notebook so that the camera has something to focus on. I think I got this as like a going away present or a Christmas present, again for my mother-in-law. I'm not totally sure, but it's cute. It's fun. Can you guess where I got this? Once again, these are anime convention finds. And they're just kind of fun and cute. Oh, look at the backs of these. This one is cute, but mostly, look at the butterflies and the flowers. So beautiful. So yeah, that is all the notebooks that I have. A lot of them are unused as of yet. Oh, these are sketchbooks again. I should open things more often. But that is all of the sketchbooks that I will be using as notebooks and notebooks that I will be using as notebooks. So thank you so much for hanging out. And I hope that if you have writing goals this year that they're going well. Are you going to be doing Nano? It's very stressful, but fun. I'm also going to be doing school again. I'm going to be entering my master's program. So I'll be doing that at the same time. So as you can see, I look different. It's because it's a new day, because the recording randomly cut off at the point that you just passed. All I wanted to say was thank you for watching. Let me know how your writing dreams and goals are coming along. Are you doing Nano? I would really love to get a group of Nanoers all together so that we can all try to achieve the 50,000 words. So definitely, if you're watching this video, let me know if you're going to be doing that and want to be a fellow Nanoer. But most importantly, have a great night, universe.